And so to continue, how did you feel about Martin Luther King and his ideas and policies to end the civil rights movement?
Mhm. Well, I think he was a real unique leader because he was setting a new pattern for how the African Americans could respond to the segregation and discrimination that they were very real. And we saw many things, particularly in with the buses and the integration and all that and he seemed to be able to be persistent and dedicated to that cause. Yet his whole theme was to do it with nonviolence, and so kind of like in a Christ-like way to turn the other cheek instead of being responding in a harsh way, to respond humbly and gently. And so I think that it's unfortunate that some of the leaders, subsequently haven't adopted that. But I think he's made obviously a permanent mark, on our culture because they've made breakthroughs in all kinds of civil rights and civil liberties that are now open to all instead of just to white people.
He's very progressive,
Very progressive, yeah.
and he certainly made a lot of movements.
Hmm.
Um, Another thing about Martin Luther King, do you think if he was alive during the 1968 riot, well, that wouldn't even happen if he was dead, but do you think his say would be to stop this violence,
I think so. Hmm.
to stop everything that's in his cause, that people saw him as a martyr and would use that to justify these lootings, the larceny, um, the
Yeah.
arson?
Hmm. I mean, I've seen I guess it's his niece, or I'm not sure who. Uh, I've seen her interviewed on television, and she certainly continues the message that he had, as opposed to some of the more militant or more aggressive